Yes, hello friends, Matt Burns here, and today I'm going to show you 10 lo-fi drum patterns. We've done a deep dive to bring you the greatest hits of lo-fi drumming so that you can save time and start producing. To help you get started, there's a pack you can download in the description. It has all the patterns in this video, so definitely grab that and let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Pattern number 1, the Dilla Beat. This is a feel we hear a lot in lo-fi music. Hip-hop producer J Dilla pioneered this feel with his unquantized drum programming. These uneven-sounding beats influenced the playing of hip-hop drummers such as Questlove, Chris Dave, and my personal favorite, Daru Jones. This beat is really characterized by the hi-hats, which sway between straight and swung eighth notes. This creates a sort of tension and release, and a nice bit of rhythmic friction between the other voices in the groove. What you get is this greasy feel that really stands out. Pattern number 2, the affection groove. So my student Jack showed me this one. Shout out to Jack. This groove can be heard on the popular lo-fi track Affection by Ginseng, and it has a total boom bap feel. I actually talk a little bit about the boom bap production style in my 10 popular drum patterns video, so feel free to check that out in the link above. This pattern is super funky. It has a raw vibe and is easily looped. It's going to sound great in an instrumental context or under a rap verse. Pattern number 3, straight and swung. This pattern is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It features both straight and swung eighth notes on the hi-hat at the same time. Crazy, right? I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Craziness. What is the world coming to? What's the meaning of life? Why are we here? Steve, I hope that makes it in. There is a lot of rhythmic friction in this groove. That draws a lot of attention to the drums, so just be sure that's what you want before you drop this in your session. Personally, I love it. But I'm also a drummer though, so am I biased? Yes. But you know what? They're always putting us at the back of the stage. We're always at the back of the band photos. We're always at the back of the bus. I think you put the drummer in the spotlight for once. What do you think about that? Huh? Turn it off. I don't like it. It's hot. It makes me uncomfortable. I changed my mind. I'm sorry. Pattern number 4, jazz hats. Jazz hat. The hi-hat phrasing in this groove is reminiscent of the classic jazz ride cymbal pattern. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Hey! Actually, a lot of lo-fi drum patterns are borrowed from jazz and soul music, and the same can be said about the chords. Definitely check out Peggy's video here for some great lo-fi chord progressions. All that to say, this laid-back groove is definitely going to give you that smooth jazz feel. If you want to keep things light and tight, look no further, bud. Pattern number 5, soul vibe. This pattern is another one that's influenced by soul music. It's particularly reminiscent of a Marvin Gaye type beat. Check out the song Mercy Mercy Me to hear what I mean. This is a 2-bar phrase, meaning it takes 2 bars for the drum pattern to play all the way through. There are a few little intricacies within this groove, but they all revolve around a pretty straightforward 1 and 3 on the kick and 2 and 4 on the snare. So it'll add some flavor to your track without straying from a pretty solid pocket. Pattern number 6, ABAC, or ABAC.
Sweet music to my ears.
With this groove, we're focusing on the concept of the 4-bar phrase. notes. The A's are the same main beat, but B and C are two different variations. This is a cool concept that you can actually experiment with in a variety of different ways, using any of the beats from this video. With most popular music, we're used to hearing 1-bar drum loops. Lo-fi producers, however, are known for using 2, 4, or even 8-bar drum loops. Longer phrases like this have an element of tension and release, and play with the listener's expectations. This really helps keep things interesting, especially in an instrumental context with no vocals. Pattern number 7, slow jam. This pattern is reminiscent of the drumming you might hear on a Bill Withers track, as it's pretty characteristic of James Gadsden's work. Check out the song Ain't No Sunshine to see what I mean. This groove works especially well at slow tempos, with the 16th note hi-hats filling out the space between the kicks and snares. Nothing fancy, but it fits the mood and it serves the other instruments well. Pattern number 8, ghost jam. Jam made out of ghosts. Here's another one that works really well at slow tempos. Much like the slow jam, we're relying on consistent 16th notes to fill out the space. But in this case, we're voicing the subdivision between the kicks and snares. If you're looking for a little more motion in your slow tempo groove, this is really going to bring your track to life. Definitely try experimenting with different placements of your kick and snare ghost notes, as there are a lot of options here. So, just have fun with it, guy. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. All right, number 9, quarter pocket. This groove is characterized by strong quarter notes on the hi-hats. It was a big part of the Minneapolis sound in the 1980s, used by Prince and Morris Day. You can also hear Bruno Mars pay homage to this type of feel with his recent works. The great thing about this groove is it works at a variety of tempos. There's a fair amount of space within this groove, especially when you slow it down for a lo-fi context. This will allow any hand percussion, such as shakers and tambourines, to really stand out in your mix. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right, last one for today, people. Number 10, modulating 6/8. This one is cool because it straddles the line of interpretation between 4/4 and 6/8 time signatures. It's actually kind of similar to the Afro-Cuban 6/8 groove, if you know your Latin patterns. As you've probably noticed, a major characteristic of lo-fi drum patterns is rhythmic friction, and this is another great application of that concept. This pattern leaves the time signature up for interpretation, depending on which part of the beat you hear as the main pulse. The 8th note or the triplet. This is a really fun groove to start your track with, as it will definitely inspire your composition. That's it for this one, friends. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found it helpful. If you're working on your own lo-fi music, be sure to check out this link here to find the best lo-fi plugins. It'll really help you perfect that lo-fi sound in your DAW. Don't forget to download the pack in the description, and definitely tag Lander in any of your tracks on social media. One of our favorite things about making these videos is seeing what you guys come up with using these patterns. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and turn on your notifications. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. And hey, have yourself a real great day there, bud. Be prepared. Be prepared for silliness. Fly me to the moon. And let me play among the stars. Pattern number 8, Ghost Jam. Space Jam. Ah! Let me know what's... That sucked. Here you go. This is the good one.